Assalamualaikum everyone. In this episode, we again illustrate integration of acceleration as a function of time applied to the x component of the projectile motion, which is, in this case, has an increasing acceleration. So join me till the end of this video. Watch and learn. The problem is a toy rocket is launched with an initial velocity of 12.0 meters per second in the horizontal direction from the roof of a 30.0 meter tall building. The rocket's engine produces a horizontal acceleration of 11.6 meters per second cubed times t in the same direction as the initial velocity, but in the vertical direction. The acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity, g, directed downward. Ignore air resistance. What horizontal distance does the rocket travel before reaching the ground? Identifying the given and the unknown quantities, we have the initial horizontal velocity of the toy rocket, denoted by b naught x equal to 12.0 meters per second, launch from the top of a tall building of height h equal to 30.0 meters. The rocket's engine produces a horizontal acceleration expressed as a sub x as a function of time equal to 11.6 meter per second cubed times t. The vertical acceleration, of course, is acceleration due to gravity, right? G. And the value that we're going to take is negative 9.81 meters per second squared. And we are required to find the horizontal distance x or r. All right, this is the distance the rocket travels in the absence of air resistance before reaching the ground. For our solution, we first determine the time of flight, which we label as t. Since the vertical component of the motion of the rocket remains uniformly accelerated, we can use the equation height h equals 1 half gt squared, or uh, the time of flight t being equal to square root of 2 times the height h divided by acceleration due to gravity g. That is, the time of flight equals square root of 2 times negative 30.0 meters divided by negative 9.81 meter per second squared. When we do our math, we find the value of the time t, or the time of flight, equal to 2.47 seconds in three significant figures. And since we are given the horizontal acceleration as a function of time equal to 11.6 meter per second cubed times t, okay, we can just integrate this acceleration function for us to get the velocity as a function of time. Vx okay, as a function of time t. So in integrating the acceleration 11.6 meter per second cubed times t dt, we have to remember some important concepts on integration. First, we have the integral of a constant, k dx, all right, which is just equal to the constant k times x plus capital C, where k is a constant and capital C is the constant of integration. The second important um, concept is what we call the power rule of integration, all right, which states that the integral of x raised to the power n times dx is just equal to 1 over quantity n plus 1 times x raised to the power n plus 1. So when applied in this situation, right, the integral of 11.6 meter per second cubed times t dt will just be equal to 1 half times 11.6 meters per second cubed multiplied by t squared, and then plus the constant of integration capital C, which can be simplified into 5.80 meters per second cubed times t squared plus capital C. So this is the velocity as a function of time expression. So with our velocity as a function of time expression equals 5.80 meters per second cubed times t squared plus the constant capital C. All right. At time equals 0, our value for the horizontal velocity, okay, equals 12.0 meter per second. So that means the constant capital C here is just equal to 12.0 meters per second. So we can now have our complete expression for our velocity as a function of time expressed as v sub x as a function of time equals 5.80 meters per second cubed times t squared plus 12.0 meters per second. And if you're going to integrate this velocity function, we will be able to get our desired position x function, or that is the position x as a function of time will just be equal to the integral of our velocity function 5.80 meter per second cubed times t squared plus 12.0 meters per second. And applying our concepts on integration, all right, the integral of this velocity function will just be equal to 1/3 times 5.80 meters per second cubed times t raised to the third power plus 12.0 meter per second times t, and plus the constant of integration, capital C. So using this position x function equal to 1.93 meter per second cube multiplied by t raised to the third power plus 12.0 meter per second times t plus the constant of integration capital C, we just substitute the computed value for time t of 2.47 seconds. All right. So the position x, okay, after 2.47 seconds equals 1.93 meter per second cube multiplied by the cube of the time t 2.47 seconds plus 12.0 meter per second times the time 2.47 seconds plus the constant capital C. So when you do our math, this reduces to x at time 2.47 seconds equals 1.93 meter per second cube times 15.1 second cube plus 29.6 meters plus capital C, the constant of integration. Or that will be equal to 29.1 meter plus 29.6 meters, which of course gives us the value of the x, or the horizontal distance traveled by the toy rocket, okay, in a time of 2.47 seconds, equal to 58.7 meters in three significant figures. We can check our computed answer earlier, okay, by introducing the concept of jerk, denoted by small letter g. So jerk is just uh, the derivative of the acceleration over the derivative of the time t. In other words, jerk is the time rate of change in the acceleration. So the idea is, if you're going to integrate this expression for jerk, we will get the function of the acceleration, which will be equal to a naught, or the initial acceleration, plus the product of j times the time t. And then again, if you're going to integrate this acceleration function, then we will get the velocity function expression v equals v naught plus the product of a naught times t plus 1/2 the product of small letter j, or jerk, multiplied by the square of the time t. And then lastly, if you're going to integrate this velocity function, then we will arrive at our desired position x function. That is, integrating this velocity function will arrive at x equals x naught plus v naught times t plus 1/2 a naught times t squared plus 1/6 the product of the value of the jerk multiplied by the cube of the time t. So substituting each of these quantities, we can find the value of the distance x. That is, x equals 0, that's the value of x naught, plus 12.0 meter per second times 2.47 seconds. That's b naught t, plus 0, 1/2 a naught t squared equals 0 because A naught is understood to be equal to 0. Then plus 16j t raised to the third power, or 16 times 11.6 meters per second cube. That's the value of j, or the value of the jerk. And then times the cube of 2.47 seconds. So when you do our math, we get x equals the sum of 29.6 meters and 29.1 meters, which is, of course, equal to 58.7 meters, rounded to three significant figures. So we get the same answer as what we had earlier. This is the horizontal distance traveled by the toy rocket for a time of 2.47 seconds before reaching the ground. So on this note, may I say mabuhay. Till the next episode, MashaAllah. Thank you very much for your indulgence. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alhamdulillah.